Hi, I'm Yvonne Rodney. Welcome to episode 3 of Fatherlogy. I'm going to read this one today because it's my own personal story about my dad. My dad was an addict. He gambled away most of the money he made. At the age of 10, when Mama left us in Jamaica to come to Canada, I went to live with him and his wife. Yeah, me. During that 5 year stay, I got to know him a little bit better. He was a quiet, passive man who liked his coffee first thing in the morning, sweetened with the creamy goodness of Betty Brand condensed milk. He'd top off his breakfast with a Benson and Hedges cigarette. You know the pretty gold box that has got a clear plastic wrapping? I used to go buy it for him at the shop. He beat me once. What I did to deserve that flogging with his dirt crusted black socks, I can't recall. Like him, the beating was ineffectual. My quiet, passive father was what he was. He seemed to only want a simple life, to be stress free and unencumbered. I think he liked me. Maybe he even loved me, but I don't know. Because he never said. And me? I didn't quite know what to do with him. We didn't bond during the early years when imprinting was possible and recommended. He was never there, and he never took the time. These days, we stress the importance, of having a relationship with our child. But that was not an expectation of my growing up years. Your parents were your parents, and you did what they told you to do, and you hoped they'd be kind to you, and that's about it. And when I flip back in my mind to that 5 year chapter when he featured in my story, one of the subtext of that memory reads, Condensed Milk Daddy. My father would gamble for an entire weekend. One time he won really big and came home with dozens of cans of sweetened condensed milk. We had no food. We had no money to buy anything. So with a pointed knife, I'd puncture opposite holes in the lids of these milk cans and suck out the sweetness. Maybe that's what one does when life hands you the cards you're dealt with. You suck out as much goodness out of it as you can from punctured containers of goodness. My father, the one everyone said had so much potential, never lived up to his. I wonder now what he thought of himself, what he thought of his life. What were his hopes and aspirations? What happened along the way that prevented him from experiencing the promise everybody thought he could have become? Instead, to me, he was a non-contributor and never ran, a defeated spectator. He didn't ask for much in life, but he didn't give much either. To me, he just existed. To me, he was background, easily ignored, easily forgotten. And why is it that for some reason that makes me sad?